Greetings, Special Kids team members. Welcome to 2017. What an exciting time. I never really thought in my lifetime I would see the year 2000, let alone 2017, but here we are nonetheless. We had a lot of activity in 2016. I want to give you a short recap of some of the things that happened. Jesus Christ added 26 new positions to our team this past year, and so now we're up to an HR. Sharon is going to correct me when you talk to her the next time, but we're at 95 heads on the team, which is amazing. When I started in 2000, we had 10 people. Now our lead level of leadership is well over 10, so that's pretty amazing growth there. You will be quizzed in the next week on every name of every person who serves at Special Kids. So I'm joking. Seriously though, if you would, when you see someone you don't know, introduce yourself. You can use your badge in this form. My name's Chris. Hi, I work at Special Kids with you. So you could just introduce yourself to someone, because there's a lot of new faces and a lot of new smiles to get accustomed to. So just kind of reach out to each other. In 2014, that was 2 full years ago, we were blessed to serve 388 children, and in 2016, 673 kids. That's a lot of kids and a lot of work that you guys have done. So kudos on you, and I'm just so proud of the work that everyone's doing to continue the growth here and to continue to trust Jesus to grow the way that we've grown. Referrals increased by 30% from 2015 to 2016. So we're not slowing down any. We're going to keep going. And I believe, I'll quote myself, I've said this a few times in the last couple of weeks, God's pretty serious about this, and He's very serious about loving on people and the relationships in the community. And so we all have opportunity with relationships with each other, but also with the families and the parents and the children. So keep going, guys. You're doing a fantastic job. A couple of things, just high level, what we're going to be talking about this year. Our budget this year is over $4.4 million. When I started here in 2000, I thought $1 million was the most, all the money in the world, but evidently I was wrong, because we're at $4.4 million just at Special Kids this year for the budget. So that's a lot of work, and there's a lot of things that'll go into seeing us accomplish that budget. But obviously our mission isn't to be here to make money. It's not here to spend money. Our mission is to serve Jesus Christ by caring for His children. So if you don't know that mission statement by heart, I want to encourage you to memorize that so that you can share that with each other. You can share that with the patients. And also, when it's in your heart and in your mind, then it helps drive what you do. Every single thing that you do, every task that you do should flow from out of that mission statement. So I want to encourage you to memorize that. We have been looking at growth statistics, population statistics, and looking out in the next 5 years, the Rutherford County population for children with special needs is going to exceed 12,000 children who have special needs. So compare that to 673 children we served last year. That it seems insurmountable to me, but God has assembled a great group of folks who have compassionate hearts in you. And so He's going to continue to grow us. And the 95 will grow to 105, will grow to 205 and 305 people to serve in this ministry, because God's serious about caring for people. And especially the least of these, children with special needs, we're going to continue to reach out and do everything we can to minister to them in different ways. The growth has been so great, and I know a lot of you feel it. All of our processes and procedures have been challenged. They're stretched, and some of them have been broken. And so this year, we're really going to work hard. One of our priorities is going to be to get all of those processes and procedures tightened up and get them into an appropriate place for the growth and the size we are in our activity levels. And so I know our leaders have been working on that for the past 12 months. They're going to continue on and guide you through those things as we continue to grow, because we want to be excellent in our care, because Jesus is excellent, and that's what we want to provide to our families and especially to the children. Our board of directors are also working very hard. They have new leadership this year. Krista Hawkins is going to be our board chair, and she is a super fiery, compassionate person. And so when you see her around, I'll introduce you, but get to know her, and you will be super fiery and compassionate after you meet her, because she is contagious in how she loves on people and how she cares about others. But the board, they're really working hard to better understand our services and our operations, because they want to help. They're our greatest investors that we have in our community, because they're fully invested. Not only financially do they give in their time, but they also give of their wisdom in helping us to think about things in our operations. So they're quite invested in what they're doing. So they're going to continue to walk alongside of us and help us to serve. Another area we'll be addressing this year is training. That's been something we've lacked in because of resources, because of time, because not having enough people on the team to propagate that opportunity. But we're going to make sure to get you guys the training you need. There's a great number of you who are within your first 2 years of service here at Special Kids, and we want you to be successful, and we want you to feel successful, and training is a component of that. So we're going to make an effort this year and a priority to get you the training that you need. A new thing that we're doing this year is we not only are we surveying our families, but we're also going to survey you guys as team members here at Special Kids. And so you're going to get you should have received an email in the last day or so from a place called Top Places to Work. And they're a third-party survey company, and they're going to take your data when you reply to the email. You have 2 weeks to reply to this email. If you work 16 hours or more, you'll see that email in your inbox. But we really care about your feedback on making Special Kids a better workplace. And so this group's going to tally up your information. It's all anonymous, so no one's going to be picking through and say, "Oh, Jan Parker, what'd she say on her? What'd she say in there? Oh, Jan, I knew that was you because you used that certain word or phrase." Don't worry about that. We're not really concerned with who says what. But we do want your honest feedback because we want this to be a top place to work in Tennessee at Special Kids. And so they'll take that information, and then we will get the results back because we really are interested in making this the absolute best place to work. Not because you want to come here and work in the ministry, but also it's just a great place to be and a great place to serve. The last thing that I want to share with you and remind you is that Jesus Christ has called us to operate in a culture of grace. Well, Chris, what does that mean? What is a culture of grace? What are you talking about? What I'm talking about is that it simply means that this is a safe place where you can make a mistake at work, and we're not going to behead you. We're not going to hang you up in the town square and make fun of you for making a mistake. But it's a place where you can be yourself, and you can have creativity, and you can work and try things. We want you to try things. We don't want you playing it safe all the time when you're serving. So, but when you make a mistake, we want you to own it. I've had to own mine many times throughout the years, and we do have a culture of grace because if we didn't, the board would have invited me to be successful at another place a long time ago because I've made many mistakes myself. But thank God there is grace, and so we want that to be extended to every person on our team. That does not mean that we can maliciously break company policies and just kind of do what we want. We need to fit within the mission and the model that we're serving under right now. But God's Word says it kind of this way. In Colossians 3:13, instructs us, "Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you." And then further in Philippians 2, verse 3 through 4, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves." Each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also to the interest of others. So as we're working together, there are some people in the world, they're looking for the next opportunity to be offended. They're looking for an opportunity to find something wrong with what you've done or what you said. Let's be the opposite. Let's be what Jesus said. Let's bear with each other's grievances. Let's look for opportunities to grant forgiveness. Let's look for opportunities to ask for forgiveness when we need it. And as we grant that and as we give forgiveness and receive it, then we're going to grow closer. And the culture of grace is going to look even greater than it does right now. So that's all I have for this take one. And so I appreciate what you guys do. You're amazing. Keep going. And as I've said to Sandy and Karen in Billing for years, rock on.